Yo, what is going on, guys? Miker here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to create your very own custom camos. Also, if you clicked on this video because you want to get my custom camo pack, that is down below. I'm going to show you guys how to use that here in a minute, but I just want to give a little disclaimer. Time of making this video, there's no possible way to actually get the camos into plutonium. So if you clicked on the video looking forward to using these camos on plutonium, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna basically show you guys how to use it for redacted here, but there's a couple things you need in order to get started. One thing that you need is Photoshop. As you can see, I have my PSD here with the custom dimensions for the actual camo itself. I'm gonna get into that in a minute. I also have my redacted folder right here, which is basically just BO2 with redacted installed. I also have plutonium in here. As you can see, I got my custom camo pack right here. This is a little folder of stuff that's in progress, but here's the pack so far. But anyways, let's get right into creating the actual camo. So basically, this PSD is automatically set to a specific resolution and a specific dimension. If you guys don't understand that, basically just height and length, and resolution meaning the quality of the photo. Okay, so now that the PSD has loaded, like I said, it's already preset to certain dimensions. As you can see, the resolution 300 pixels per inch, and 3.557 inches by 3.557 inches. So if you're at this point in the video, one thing I'm gonna have to ask you to do is download the custom camo pack. The only files that I actually have for creating camos are Cyborg, Dragon, and Ghost camo. But for the sake of the video, I think Cyborg is one of the easier camos to use. As you can see here in my psychedelic camo folder, I have a few images and I have names. The names of the images themselves matter a lot. As you can see here, I have 6 files. So this photo right here is actually just the image for when you create your class. Right here is the reveal of the actual camo, meaning what glows on the gun. As you can see, it's white and black. I actually had to make this myself. Heat is what goes in that white part of the reveal. Now for the glow, if I used a black image, it would be 100% black, but if I used a white image, then it would be perfectly fine. I actually downloaded a snow camo off Google Images. I think this works a lot better because it gets both the black and the white, so adds a little texture to the actual camo itself. But right here is just like the overlay of the weapon, and this is just the base color of the weapon. I always keep these two black unless I want to get into like a very specific camo. Now for the sake of this video, I'm going to try my best to recreate haptic camo from Black Ops 3. Now before I get into actually getting the images, if you're a smart individual and you know how to find images and rip them directly from a game, honestly that makes it 50 million times easier than going to Google and finding an image and creating it yourself. But anyways, I am not a smart individual, so I don't know how to do that. So I'm actually going to go into Google right now and look for a base of the weapon itself. I'm going to try my best to get the kind of case hardened look. As you can see right here, I imported case hardened from Counter-Strike, trying to get the base blue and the base yellow color right here. So I'm just going to mess around in Photoshop and try and get it. Alright, so right here we kind of got something that's a little dark, and that's actually the point. So basically, like I said, I use the color black for the base of the weapon. You got to actually use a darker color for the base or the highlight in order to make the camo pop more. So this right here is actually fine. I'm going to use this as the base. When it comes to saving the actual camos itself, what I do is I group it up, and then you don't have to do it how I do it, but I just group it up and turn the opacity down a little bit because it is actually going to be a little dark. So right here, I just go to File, Save As. Then this is my custom camo folder right here. I'm just gonna go to my pack right here, create a new one, haptic, boom, whatever. So since we're actually saving this as the base of the weapon itself, so I'm just gonna go here, I'm gonna change it from PSD to PNG, and I'm gonna get this name right here, the RGB. So now that I have the name here, I'm gonna go back to the folder for haptic, and I'm just going to hit save. Now this, I just save it, smallest file, slow saving, takes whatever, boom. As you can see right here, we have the base of the weapon complete. So now when it comes to actually making a metallic type camo, you can see with my BO4 gold, I have with the base, which is kind of bright, then I have the highlight, which is a darker. and then the glow, which is like in, but heat is what is overlaid over the weapon, which is going to be a bunch of white lines for us, and then the reveal, which we're probably just going to keep 100% normal. So as you can see, like I said, I grouped it up and changed the opacity. Probably going to bring the opacity up for this one and do it the opposite way around because I want it to pop more. And then I'm going to go repeat the same process of just PNG, go to the camo pack, get a name, on call, boom, save, done. So now since I'm doing a kind of highlight type camo, I want to make this as bright as possible. So we're going to turn that up, go to brightness and contrast. In Photoshop, we're going to bring the brightness up a little bit so this pops more. Then we're going to save this one as just the glow for the actual camo. So basically, for haptic camo, there's kind of a bunch of white lines that go around the gun. So for haptic camo, there's kind of just a bunch of white lines that go around the gun. So right here, I'm just going to take the light ray from my Black Ops 4, and I'm just going to duplicate it and move it in here, right there, boom. So on the actual image right here, it says there's 2 lines, but in the game, there's a lot more than 2 lines. So right here is actually fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a filter, a black and white filter, and put it on top so they are straight white. So right here, I'm going to group these 2 together, merge layers, now they're both one, and I'm just going to take the opacity and just bump it down a little bit because I don't want it to be too bright. So right here, we're going to hit save as, and I'm going to go to PNG, Pluto pack, I'm going to go get the heat option, and then go back to my haptic. So as you can see, I actually changed the file a little bit. I added a little bit of a white filter to this. Now, the only thing we do need is the actual, if you're doing a metallic type camo, the reveal is perfectly fine. All you need to do is just take this, brighten it up a little bit, and then save it as the reveal. So, okay, so now that we save that, as you can see, we have all 5 of the actual necessary files for the camo. So now, in order to use this, you have to open up your redacted directory. Just go to Data, Images. As you can see, we already have psychedelic camo in here. What I'm going to do is highlight all of these, Control-C or copy, and then Control-V or paste. So I'm going to open up redacted. If you don't know how to open it up, it's just T6MP-V43, and boom. So now that redacted is loaded up, just go online, custom games, and then when it comes to actually testing out the camo, if you want to find a good light source, my opinion is use a dark map like Plaza. I find it really good for testing camos. So what I do is, in order to get a full view, I just go to hardcore, and then I go to spawn and just get rid of the delay. And I load it up right away. But basically, you're just gonna load right in, and I usually use the XBR, the Ballista, and the DSR to test them. But let's see how this camo looks. So this camo, believe it or not, does actually not look that bad at all. The only problem is the lines. I can easily go and fix that, like no problem, but they still look pretty cool if I gotta be honest. This is what it looks like on the B23R right here. This is what it looks like on the DSR. As you can see, this camo actually turned out really well and a lot better than I thought it was. But anyways, I'm gonna do a little bit of tweaks and turn the brightness up on the actual lines itself so it's a lot more white. It is actually a lot easier than you think it would be when it comes to creating camos. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. If you need any help with trying to create your own custom camos, feel free to hit me up on Twitter. My Twitter is down below. Anyways, guys, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and of course, follow me on Twitter. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys the rest of the camos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.